This episode of the Nerd Corporation podcast may contain spoilers and explicit language. Listener discretion is advised.
Hi, this is Manu Bennett, Deathstroke the Terminator, and you're listening to Nerd Corp Podcast.
Welcome to the Nerd Corporation.
What up, everybody? It's Thursday, and you know what that means.
Crush some Sandos before Pracky.
Ferda.
Boys.
Dumpster diving out back of Red Lobster for the earlier days' food?
Ew.
No?
Totally down.
You better reconstruct that sentence before I come talk to
I
you.
refuse! I refuse.
I have found my a new love for Jesus Christ, thanks to a Mexican man on Facebook yelling at me, Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ!
I love you, God!
We love you, Christ!
How did he turn Australian? Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Cold blimey!
Jesus Christ! I love you, God!
I love you, God! Hey, he's popular, man. He was doing that shit on stage, apparently.
Yeah, dude, yeah, he had like a whole stage. But no! It is podcast day. You guys always forget that.
Always.
I don't know how.
We do it every week.
It's so weird.
Do we? Yeah. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 9, Grand Theft Audio.
Yeah.
Get
it?
Today we're going to be talking about the Grand Theft Auto series, the from 1 all the way to now. I grew up on these games. I never played the first two, but like 3, Vice City, all of those, I was always super down with. And it's just like living in a Mexican household or a Hispanic household because I'm not Mexican.
Yes, you are.
He even forgets sometimes.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I'm not Mexican. Damn it.
I'm from El Salvador, damn it. Oh, well, what part of Mexico's that?
Ain't never heard of the Salvador.
That's down south, right?
How far down Mexico is that way? No, living in a Hispanic household, like nobody really gave a shit what we played. You know what I mean? So I was sitting there killing hookers while my grandma's in the kitchen making tamales or some shit. You know what I mean? And that game was just like, yeah, it made you feel like a badass.
Dude, I don't remember like the day the game came out, but I remember I was at Hastings once and I saw this game just called Grand Theft Auto 3 and I'm like, what the hell is this? And so I looked at the back of it and I was like, So I rented it and I was playing it. Oh, I didn't rent it, like my parents rented it.
Yeah.
The game came out ages ago.
Of course.
And I started playing it, and like the very first thing that happens is this like montage cutscene, and then all of a sudden you get broken out of a van with another prisoner, and then the first thing you do is steal a car and get away. And I was like, what am I playing right now?
Like, what game is this?
Like, what is this? And then I played that, and then consecutively I kept like pre-ordering like the next ones that came out, you know, like Vice City and San Andreas. And I remember when San Andreas came out, we skipped fifth period to go pick it up at the mall. Like,
That's awesome.
Oh yeah,
that was legit.
See, I mean, this game, you know, even though like I've mentioned that, you know, I didn't really have any systems of my own growing up and all that jazz.
yeah.
I played this game. You know, like
This game was everywhere. It was everywhere.
Like,
you couldn't escape.
And I was so enthralled with just the whole idea of Grand Theft Auto, and like nothing was better than running around beating hookers.
Right?
No, nothing. I have a very fond childhood with Grand Theft Auto. You know, regardless how my parents felt.
Oh yeah.
My childhood was consistent with hiding these games and only playing them when, you know, on sick days. You know, like I'd say, Mom, I don't feel very good, you know, and then Grandma would go to the store. Fuck yeah, that's an hour and a half that I get to play Grand Theft Auto. You know, because I remember vividly, I had this old dresser, and I think we still have that dresser at my mom's house, and I hid 50 cents Bulletproof and Grand Theft Auto 3 and Grand Theft Auto Vice City. And I remember I had a really good friend when I was growing up named Tate Smith. And I had
That's one.
I had the Xbox version of Vice City, and I'd always take it over there because he had a 360 back when nobody had a 360. And so I would take it over there, and we would play it because his parents were gone all the time. And yeah, I love these games a lot, and they hold up today, in my opinion. A lot of people don't share that opinion, but I think 3 is... It can't be overstated that how big of an impact 3 had.
Now, was it 3 where you could actually hop in the car
Yeah.
and fuck the hooker and like the
Oh.
car would be bouncing?
You're thinking of 4.
Oh, okay. All right.
You might have been, I think, now that I think about it, you might have been able to do that in San Andreas. No, these games are fucking rad, man. They're super cool.
Oh, yeah.
Especially San Andreas. I still haven't beaten 3, and I haven't beaten Vice City.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think I ever beat any of them because all I wanted to do was go around and murder people.
I'd love to know the
like
statistics on
indiscriminately
who.
murder everyone in my path.
See, but that's the thing, though, is like, I don't think people really knew how great of a story these games had until 4 came around. Because 4, I still think 4 is the best Grand Theft Auto. And you know, shoot me. Fucking sue me. I think 4 is the...
I will because
Yeah.
that's what I do in
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto.
I think 4 is the best Grand Theft Auto. I think it's better than 5. I think it's better than 3.
You're fucking high.
I think it's better. Oh my god, I will fucking fight you.
I will fight you.
I will fucking die on this hill, bro. 4,
Time for a Donnybrook, boys.
Tarps off, boys!
4 is the best Grand Theft
Conversations
Auto.
quick
And
becoming a confrontation.
Dude, 4 is like,
What? How? 4 had the clunkiest vehicle controls
oh my god.
ever, bro.
Give me that fucking butter shit.
That's fucking bullshit, bro.
Everyone cried about how, okay, you want to go to like the arcadiness of 5? Is that what you're saying?
No, and I don't even think 5 is the best one. San Andreas is the best one as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I mean, controls were clunky then too, but I mean, 4 was supposed to start this HD age.
Are you telling me that it didn't?
It didn't, bro?
What?
No, man.
How in the fuck? How are you
no.
high?
No, the stories. I'll give you the stories. The stories out of 4.
Oscar worthy.
Oscar. I'll agree with you there. As far as gameplay and controls go, you can get the fuck right out of here with
You're
all of that
fucking
bull-
insane.
All right,
That game
tell you what. Let's
I did
let's
hate
go,
controlling Nico, like,
Let's
all
get
the
our
time.
news. Let's get our news out the way. Then we can jump in.
Bro, we gotta fucking fight.
we
Bro,
can
we're
we can
gonna
do
get
some, we can
down.
have some fisticuffs.
I love that game so fucking much, dude. I'll go
This
to
shit
bat.
will
I don't
break
give a
down
fuck.
into fisticuffs, and we'll brawl it out.
Let's do
All
it.
right.
Let's get our nerd. Let's get on with the nerd news,
Let's fucking do it. I'm fucking mad now.
motherfucker.
There's nothing on the screen.
There's no words there.
Who's
All
going
right.
first?
Am I going first?
Yeah, you.
All right. So, in Bizarro World, which apparently is crossing over into our reality,
Crossover.
Hulk Hogan is having a biopic made in which Chris Hemsworth will be playing the part
You
of
could have
Hulk
also
Hogan.
said, in Bizarro World, Hulk Hogan is relevant again.
Well, that too. But yeah, no, fucking Chris Hemsworth is playing Hulk Hogan. Chris
You couldn't
Hemsworth.
say that without laughing. Like, that's how fucking
Chris,
absurd it is.
It's just ludicrous, and even better. And I didn't know this until I was just looking at it on Loudwire. Todd Phillips, who directed The Hangover, is going to be directing the film.
What a weird poll.
Well, it says guiding the film.
Yeah.
I guess they mean directing, but it's in the work with Netflix, so I guess it's going to be a Netflix joint. But
There's a few of those coming out.
what? It's a Netflix movie?
I think so. I mean, it says it's said to be currently in the works with Netflix.
Man, Netflix be killing the fucking game.
Dude, there's
right
a
now,
lot of
dog.
those coming out. Netflix has the Ted Bundy movie. They've got the one I'm excited for is the movie about the Motley Crue autobiography, The Dirt.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking give it to me
I'm
now.
super excited,
By the
but
way-
I have to pretend that MGK is not there.
By the way,
MGK is
I
like-
just started watching Umbrella Academy.
Oh, huh.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, that shit's great. I have the books if you guys want
Oh,
to
do
read
you?
them. Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I just can't wait for Hulk Hogan to have this
Australian
accent.
or New Zealand. Is he from New Zealand or Australia?
It's one of the two.
One of the down unders.
One of them.
Yeah, can you imagine a down south Terry Bollea? Like, it's just
Right.
What are you going to do when Hulkamania runs wild?
what are you gonna do, brother?
Brother.
Yeah, dude.
Brother. You gotta get that deep guttural.
I'll even fucking watch that.
Brother.
That's not a cage match.
Is it? You said it's Todd Phillips, right? The same guy that directed The Hangover.
Yeah.
What a weird, because that
Like,
just
everything
makes me,
about this is so strange.
that makes me think that it's going to be more of a comedy.
I mean, it's being spoken of as a biopic, so I don't know if they're going to try and make it lighthearted.
Maybe
or,
they're going to go for Oscar bait.
or what. But yeah,
No, I saw the trailer for that Motley Crue one. I think it looks great. I can't fucking stand MGK. I think MGK is one of the biggest fucking pieces of dirt.
yeah.
Your fucking makeup's weird.
Leather pants. It looks better on me though, don't you think? It's like, no. Shut up, Colson or Colt, whatever the fuck your name is. Got bodied by Eminem.
Bodied.
No, I mean, and obviously, you know, Evangelion coming to Netflix. Netflix is just killing it, dude. It's crazy.
Todd Howard, you said, right?
No, Todd Phillips.
Todd Phillips. I'm like, what?
Todd Howard.
Man, fucking Bethesda fan over here.
Todd
Yeah.
Howard? What?
What?
Never
What?
letting it
Is
go.
did you say Todd Howard?
Get the fuck out of here. Fucking,
Dude, did you see that new trailer for Rocket Man?
yeah.
Oh my god, movie of the year, dog. So excited.
He's directing Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix one.
The fucking.
Really?
Yeah. And he did War Dogs, All
Well,
the
he did.
Hangovers, Due Date. He also did Old School, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he did.
School for Scoundrels, Starsky and Hutch. Yeah, Old School. I mean, he's got the
Trip.
the series.
I think
chops.
Due Date is like easily his best video or his best movie. I love that movie.
Old School, bro.
Oh,
Has to be Old
And
School.
I mean,
You're my boy, Blue.
I'm sure this goes without saying, but you know, the biopic is totally going to be about Hogan's popularity, like the heyday of his popularity.
Yeah.
Probably not so much sex tape,
Racism.
era Hogan.
So-
Not interested.
So wait a minute. I know that I know somewhat about the whole Gawker, the whole Gawker thing with
Yeah.
like his. So apparently somebody leaked his sex tape on Gawker, right?
yeah, and
And then what's this about racism?
in the sex tape? I think if I remember
No.
right, I think he was talking about at some point, like he was talking about his daughter
Yeah.
dating a black dude, and just like, you know,
Oh,
went off,
Lord.
kind of went off.
Yeah, he was on this like was it like a podcast or a radio show, and then he was just like N-word this and N-word that.
What?
Yeah.
And it's just like see, for me, I'm just like, yeah, you're a fucking racist. But then again, you're like a million years old.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not like excusing his behavior in any way, but I
No,
mean,
no.
like,
Like,
he's
at
your
this-
racist grandpa. You
at
know what I
this-
People
mean?
like that are dying out.
At
Yeah.
this point, I'm pretty sure people have used parts of his skin for, you know, like back when trappers and everything were
Yeah.
like out getting beaver pelts. I'm pretty sure they were wearing him as buckskin.
Yeah.
Like that's
There's a comedian. His name's Jim Norton, and he's
Oh, yeah.
he's one of my favorites. And he
Jim
has
Norton's
a
amazing.
fantastic bit about the whole Hulk Hogan thing because
Yeah.
this came out, I think, last year sometime. His special on Netflix, and he starts talking. He's like, "Do you guys see that Hulk Hogan sex tape?" Like, he's like, "Good God!" He's like, "That dude has a fucking python in his pants." He's like, "No wonder that leg drop was so effective."
I found this website called retromodding.com,
Okay.
and they basically just take like donor consoles
Uh-huh.
and they mod the fuck out of them and make them really cool, and then they send them to you. So, and you know, I paid a chunk of change for this, but I'm having a Game Boy Advance SP modded, so it has an up-to-date battery in it, so it's gonna last for fucking forever. It's gonna have a brand new LCD screen inside of it. It's coming in a custom Zelda shell.
Oh my god.
that I paid for,
Uh-huh.
and custom buttons that are like remapped and everything,
Hell yeah.
and like a way to an inner way to like change the brightness. But I'm so fucking excited. So excited to get a Game Boy again.
How much did that run you?
You don't want to know.
I do actually.
$220.
God.
Wow.
And it's coming. I think part of it is it's coming from Canada.
Well, not only that, but I mean all the shit that they have to do electronically.
It's fucking rad, dude.
It's a job,
I
bro.
recommend if you're gonna do it. I recommend getting because they go like way crazier with the puck Game Boy Advance, like the just the regular one, where they throw a speaker in that bitch that you could fucking hear it from Derek's kitchen.
Jesus.
Like, it's fucking crazy. I'll have to show you this video of a guy that did like he got all the bells and whistles in this fucking.
Hell yeah.
But it cost him like $500.
Hey, it's worth it though.
I think it's really cool. I'm on eBay. I'm buying all these fucking Game Boy Advance games. I feel like a fucking kid again. So I will tell you, Nick, that the games that I'm most excited for right now, I only have two. That, well, I guess I have three. Devil May Cry, super excited for that. And then the Days Gone.
Yes, me too.
And which is, morbid curiosity at this point. And then Sekiro. I am so goddamn excited for Sekiro.
Yeah,
God.
You
Sekiro's
failed to mention one last game, my friend. Catherine Full Body. September 3rd.
I got the collector's edition.
September 3rd.
I'm so fucking excited, dude. I was so fucking worried because I saw it and I was like, this is Kingdom Hearts all over again, dog. I fucking need it so bad.
Wait, they're not making a special Catherine PS4, are they?
No. And then I also got the new Fire Emblem collector's edition too. Don't ask me how the fuck I did it,
So,
but I did.
are they making it as another Heroes game or
No.
Thank
This is
God,
a
dude.
full-blooded.
I wanted that Fire Emblem game until I found out that it was like a Dynasty Warriors ripoff, and I'm like, fuck out of here.
That game, it has its merits on why that one's fun.
Yeah, but
it's not
I
a Fire
wanted
Emblem game.
a Fire Emblem game.
Have you seen the videos and the
Oh, yeah.
screenshots of this game? Holy God, dude!
Let's see what else there is.
I'm gonna buy that game, and you two are gonna love it. You two are gonna be like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Sweet.
There's a shitload of stuff coming out.
While you're doing
Switch.
that, Reggie.
Yeah, he's gone.
Reggie-san, man. He's not gone yet. Apparently he's leaving in April? He's leaving in April, which, man, can I get a fucking month? Can I get my birthday month that doesn't suck? God damn it, dude.
What happened last year on your birthday?
Someone died.
Oh Jesus!
It's just like fuck, man. This shit sucks. I love Reggie though. Like, I think.
And what is he doing? Did he say what he was going to go
He's
do?
just retiring.
He's just retiring.
He's an old fucker, man. He needs time. He needs time to. Not only that, he's got buku fucking bucks in the bank, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's gonna go chill. He's gonna go get his dick sucked in Maui, dog. He don't give a fuck
Hell yeah.
by some chick that looks like Peach. You know what I mean?
He's gonna go Reggie, Phils, and Amy.
Hey,
Hell.
hey. We wish him all the luck in the world. He's an awesome fucking dude.
It's to be announced, but Dragon Quest XI on the Switch. I'm excited for that.
It's already been announced.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's TBA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought they said September. No, I'm super excited for that game.
I'm coming across a whole list of games on the Switch that I didn't know about. Hellblade coming to the Switch.
Yep. Hellblade's coming to the Switch.
Of course, we got Link's Awakening, Luigi's Mansion.
Are you hot on that? Because I don't like the... I saw that, dude. I was watching the Direct. I stayed up for that Direct. That Direct came on.
I don't know which one are you asking about.
A Link's Awakening.
Oh. Yeah.
That Direct came on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, fuck, I gotta stay up because, like, what if, you know? And that was the one where they were rumoring that Kingdom Hearts is coming to the Switch. So I was like, fuck, I gotta do it. I gotta stay up. Great Direct, regardless of no Kingdom Hearts, but whatever. They ended it with a teaser for Link's Awakening. And for those that don't know, Link's Awakening is a Game Boy, like an original Game Boy Zelda title.
It's the first handheld Zelda game.
Yep, and it got, that one got ported over to the DX version, which was the Game Boy Color, which, pretty much just added color to it. But a lot of people really fucking love that game. Like, I was seeing responses on, or like reactions on Twitter of people like fucking full blown crying because it's their favorite Zelda game.
There are games on here that I'm just asking why.
Like what?
Saints Row the Third on the Switch.
Whoa. Let me see. What?
Get all the way the fuck out of here, bro.
And Vampire, which...
Why not the fourth one?
And there's my Ultimate Alliance 3.
Wait,
The
what?
whole reason I got
Saints
this.
Row the Third.
What?
Yeah, that's right there.
I never saw any of that. I never saw an announcement for that. What the fuck? What? Is it like a remastered version that's coming to all the
It
consoles?
doesn't say.
What in the hell?
Wow, okay. Oh, wait, no, this is Xbox. Never mind. I was like... I thought they were putting Apex Legends on the Switch for a second. I was like, dog!
Dog! It's already fucking going.
Dude, I'm so fucking terrible at that game.
I know. I've only been playing that Radiant Historia game. That game's so fucking rad. My fucking DS.
Dude, I have been plugging the fuck away at Ni no Kuni 2.
I know, dude.
Oh my god, I'm like 12, 13 hours in at
You
this
like it?
point. Oh my god, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like the battle system, then when you put your kingdom together and like
Yeah.
you're managing it
Yeah.
like an RTS game, I was like, oh,
They added a hard mode, so I've been I've been wanting to jump back in and do
I
the
want to
hard
get
mode.
that because I got that free adventures pack, and then I want to get the other one that's DLC that's like $10, I think.
Yeah. No, that game's really cool.
No, I would recommend that game to anybody.
And it's super cheap right now too.
Hell yeah.
I got the collector's edition for $30 fucking at GameStop.
I know, you're insane. Obviously, big release that came out last Friday was Anthem. I feel like we should wait a little bit.
I'm gonna wait I want to wait like 2 months.
I want to wait before we even talk about it.
Do you want to at least see what it was given? Because
I know it's got a 61 on Metacritic.
I want to say what it was given.
Oh, IGN fucking skewered it.
Let me scroll down here. 6.5.
See, and that's something that I notice is that, you know, not only all of the major outlets, but like also a lot of the YouTubers that I follow, they're all like, this game sucks. It's fucking boring. Like, there's not a whole lot of redeeming factors to this, but
I think it'd be being a game that came out like right on the cusp of Apex Legends. Like, that's what took a lot of that momentum away. Not to mention that their multiplayer got a day one patch. You know what I mean? And it's just like,
Well, it's like I was saying when I tried to play it on 2 occasions. PS4, that granted this was the open like beta demo, so it was to be expected, but I would get into the game and then immediately disconnect like every single time. So then I was like, I'll just download it on my PC because I'm that fucking guy and I have a PC, and I couldn't even run the thing. Like, it kept crashing, and I want to blame that just on Origin because fuck Origin.
Fuck Origin.
But
you know, Eddie, you are tapping onto something that I think is a real fucking issue for EA. And they did this with Titanfall 2, and they're doing it to Anthem, is the fact that they can't get their releases fucking straight, so they will send out 2 games, and they just cannibalize each other.
yeah,
Like, that's exactly what the fuck happened to Titanfall 2, because after they released Titanfall 2, a week after, if you remember, they released Battlefield 1.
mm-hmm.
And so it's like, nobody's going to go for Titanfall 2. They're all excited for Battlefield 1. And keep in mind, that was the year where everyone was like, fuck Call of Duty, we're all going to Battlefield.
yeah.
You know, I think that's a real fucking issue for them. Because it's like, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, they released this Apex Legend game, and I don't, like, did they just have no faith in Apex Legends to come out and, like, dominate like it has been?
And the thing is, Apex Legends is a minus, you know, the microtransactions, which it doesn't. Those don't.
Those are all
normally bother
cosmetic.
me.
Yeah,
But it's a free game, and it is eclipsing Anthem right now. Like,
So there's
in
two,
terms of player base.
Yeah, there's two possible things that happen here. Either they had no faith in Apex Legends and they thought, it would just be dormant compared to Anthem.
Here's something to tide you over till Anthem.
Or they fucking knew that Anthem was going to bomb and they thought Apex Legends was fantastic, so they sent that out first. I really do believe that it's one of those two things.
That makes
Because
total sense.
EA has been, they've been hurting. They've been hurting in this Apex Legends, which, funny enough, had nothing to do, development had nothing to do with EA. It is EA's game only by namesake, and that's it.
It was all Respawn.
And just because Respawn is owned by EA, that's the only reason why EA has anything to do with Apex Legends, which makes me think that that's why it's so fucking good, is because EA is so fucking far away in terms of development. And until now, because the game's fucking killing it. It's killing Fortnite, more than anything else ever has.
I told you.
And the thing that gets to me though is
You said I was too early.
Well, it's not dead. Fortnite, I think Fortnite's the biggest fucking
Not
money
according to that
gathering
one.
thing.
Not according to that one cartoon. You guys seen that one cartoon
That's
where
awesome.
where he's trying to put Fortnite to bed or whatever?
No, he's trying to kill it. He's
my opinion is just that's how everyone that plays Fortnite actually talks too.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say is it kind of irks me because it's BioWare is 0 for 2 right now in the last 2 games that they've put out.
They're not the same people, and it makes me really fucking sad to say that it's not the same. It's not the same team at all.
Because
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm obviously talking about Mass Effect Andromeda, and despite the fact that they had to put in countless fixes, and it's playable now. I kind of went back to it a little while ago, and I was like, it's all right now, but still,
it makes me actually really worried for the future of BioWare,
especially
really sucks.
With that rumored Dragon Age coming out.
Yeah, it's not rumored. That's been announced, but it's.
Well, I meant
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
it's. I'm very, very worried. Stripe, color me very worried for BioWare.
I think Anthem. I think Anthem's going to come into its own. From here in 6 months, Anthem's going to be a game that's going to be something to play. But right now, it's just.
So are you going off, or so you're saying that because you think that if Destiny could come back, then but they're two different companies.
It's true.
And Activision handled things way better than I think EA will ever. Unfortunately, I really do think that they're going to scorch earth this thing. I really do. I think that they'll fulfill their roadmap. And then after that, they're like, if you still want to play it, go for it. They'll have a very small team dedicated to, dailies and weeklies and stuff. But other than that, I wouldn't be surprised if EA's it's not doing what we thought it would. Apex Legends. Let's focus on that. I mean, I went into with the same idea. I'm like, well, if Destiny can come back and become the game that it is.
Yeah.
But... EA is so fucking incompetent.
There's
sometimes.
already a rumor or a speculation or some kind of report out that says that Apex Legends is getting somewhere near the number of 8 to 11 agents, more characters.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I feel like they threw this thing out just to test the waters, and if people loved it, then they would, progressively introduce new things into it. I honestly, God, I really don't think Respawn or EA really thought what they had. And I think that, obviously, people are so fucking tired of Fortnite. People are already tired of Blackout mode and Call of Duty. People are tired of PUBG. And so I feel like a newer thing that came onto the stage, and everyone's and it's bright and shiny and flashy.
Yeah,
I feel like that's kind of how those games go.
Yeah, well, it's a video game thing, it's an industry thing, but
I feel like especially with those kind of games,
the battle royale,
the battle royale type games. It's the second something new comes out, if it has something that's enough to grab your attention, just something that's slightly different from what's already out there, then everyone's just going to flock to it so that they're a part of that new thing.
You know, it's crazy to think because it's not it's not crazy different from other battle royale games. But I think the fact that
It's different enough.
what's crazy is that all these fucking people that are flocking to Apex Legends that didn't fucking play Titanfall 2, fuck you. Titanfall 2 is one of the greatest fucking first-person
really
shooters
is, bro.
ever.
It
That game
really
is fucking rad. If you're playing Apex Legends right now, go fucking buy Titanfall 2. It's probably only like $12 right now.
It's
That
probably
game
less
is-
than that.
It's fucking amazing. It has one of the best campaigns I've played in a single-player game for a very long time. Respawn fucking knows how to make video games. They know how to make good video games. And so when everyone's like, oh, I love fucking Apex Legends, it's like, go fucking play Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
That game is rad.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
so fucking good.
I don't remember how I ended up playing that game, but that game was like I just ended up buying the game on
Dude,
a whim.
I
'Cause
bought
I'd never
it-
even heard of it. Like I hadn't like heard of anything about it prior to when I bought it because I only bought it for like $15.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh well, I mean it's $15 and it's got good reviews and
Yeah.
fuck it.
You know what's crazy is that the original Titanfall, I'll fucking stick by this too. The original Titanfall was the first game to introduce wall running and super sprinting and like doing all these crazy acrobatics and shit that Call of Duty kind of aped on.
Yeah.
And so now Call of Duty's kind of known for being the, wall running and jetpacks and shit. And it's like, no, fucking the first Titanfall did all of that way before Call of Duty.
So, Titanfall 2 Ultimate Edition is on sale right now on PlayStation 4 for $7.49.
Are you fucking serious?
Ultimate Edition?
Are you... Oh my fuck.
$7.49.
Jesus
Off of 30.
Christ.
You
bro.
are doing yourself a real disservice if you don't play that game. That game is amazing. It has super tight gunplay. It has an amazing fucking story. God damn.
The fact that the first Titanfall doesn't have a story at all. I mean, it has a multiplayer story that you kind of play through. But from coming from no story at all right into a story like in Titanfall 2, beautifully transitioned.
Yeah, especially from having no story in the first one to coming into this amazing story in the second one. That just goes to show the prowess that.
Well, and I wonder if they were
Respawn.
just working on like that part of it like the whole time.
Yeah.
You know, like after that first game had come out,
Mm-hmm.
like or whenever they decided we're doing a second game.
Yeah.
Like they just must have immediately started working on that.
Well, and we have confirmation now that Apex Legends was originally Titanfall 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it makes me kind of really sad because I think Titanfall is dead in the water, which sucks.
Well, and I mean, I have a small glimmer of hope that seeing how well Apex has done, maybe they'll, shift gears and maybe try and make another Titanfall.
I hope so.
Let's hope.
That's my hope.
Respawn, the reason why that fucking campaign is so good is because Respawn was originally made. That team was originally consistent. Or, it was made out of the two seriously prolific people from Infinity Ward that made the first two Modern Warfare games. So, there's talent that's being squandered over there. Those guys are fucking geniuses. And when you're being fucking commanded by upper management to make things that, I don't know. I love these Battle Royale games, but I'm so excited for the trend to die.
I'm gonna have to agree with you.
Just because I feel like it's super toxic in terms of like development, because everyone's like, oh my god, it's the moneymaker.
Yeah.
So everybody flocked to making a battle, fucking Tetris made a Battle Royale game.
Are you serious?
Tetris 99.
What the fuck?
And it's fucking rad. And it's free for...
You know what the best part about... I saw this post about it. It was on I think it was on Reddit. I don't fucking go on Tumblr anymore because, it sucks
Porn.
now.
Yeah.
There's no porn.
There's
Why?
no porn.
Yeah.
There's no
There's
porn.
no porn. Why be there?
But it was somebody saying like how they're talking about Tetris 99, and I played a couple rounds of it. And it's pretty fucking fun.
That's cool.
It's free on the Switch if anyone's curious about
Well,
hell
it's,
yeah.
it's free for Nintendo subscribers.
Well, okay, so
Yeah, so you have to pay for the online to get it.
so if you don't have that, it's $5. $4.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not fucking much at all.
But somebody was posting about how the best part about this game is the fact that like all these new people to like play. They've been playing Battle Royale forever. Are getting like schooled by like these old ass Tetris veterans with names like "I love my kids 79" and all this
Yo,
shit.
Tetris people. There's some people out there that they don't fuck around.
I might
when
have
it
to
comes
buy me
to
some
twirling them blocks around,
Bro, you don't even know,
they
bro.
throw the fuck down.
Tetris all day, bro.
Yeah,
Do you have the online?
No, I don't. How
Online.
much is that?
it's I think
$4
it's-
a month.
well, it's
$4 a month?
$20 a year.
$20 a year? You just
Yeah.
pay for the whole year?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
fuck
what
yeah.
I do. Yeah.
You get a 7-day trial with it too.
Like unless you do like the family account, and then it's like a little bit more.
Yeah, but it's only like, I think it's like 27. It's like
Yeah,
25
it's,
something.
Like I said, like
It's
a
not
little,
much.
Little,
I'm all about it, bro. Yeah, because Tetris is my...
Well, not only that,
Damn.
but you also get the NES catalog.
yeah,
too.
like you get all.
and they're adding new games.
Yeah.
all the time.
Weren't they gonna add another catalog though too?
I think they might be adding
They were-
Super Nintendo.
Yeah, they were going to
That's
add
what
the
I-
SNES...
that's what I thought.
If and like I said, the fucking boner.
Reggie,
The
if you
boner.
can do one thing before you leave, lock
See
that
how-
shit in.
Dude, that
By
was
the way-
something that I was wondering. I was wondering if he's gonna leave with a bombshell announcement.
By
Yeah.
the way, did you see that whole little thing with what's his bucket? What's his first name?
Reggie?
The Bowser guy.
Oh, Doug
Doug.
Bowser.
Doug
Doug
Bowser.
Bowser.
Yeah. So did you see
Yeah.
that picture where he's got Mario and Luigi wrapped up in the
I think we're in
cords?
safe hands. I just think that Reggie is such a beloved
It's
person and character
it's-
in Nintendo.
It's sad. It's sad.
It sucks. Like, dude, I was
It's
sitting
great
there.
for him.
I
but that
feel like
sucks.
Doug can not obviously get on that level of like lovedness of Reggie, but I
Yeah.
feel like he'll rise up to.
Well, we've had Reggie for 15 years, so it's and the thing is.
Plus,
is
you know,
that-
we got home turf with Doug. He graduated from U of U.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I have high hopes for him.
Yeah.
I'm going into it
I hope.
with very
And
open arms.
The fact that he's not like one of those like no nonsense, like he embraces the fact that his last name is Bowser and he
Yeah.
uses it every chance that he can get.
what a
Like,
fucking
how
world
awful
we
would that
live
be
in.
if he was like, "No, it's my real last name. Don't you dare make fun of it." Like, that would be so sad if he was just like, "No."
I love it though. I love it. I love the idea that we've got somebody named fucking Bowser
Right?
Running
as head of
Nintendo.
Nintendo. Fucking crazy cool.
Like, they could have so much fun with that.
It really is.
I really do think that that's something that they're gonna do though. I think Reggie's gonna fucking leave with a huge bombshell announcement.
Oh, he has to.
Like something like fucking gantic. Like
Like-
something that's been in the works for like the last 6-7 years.
And when he comes out, he should be like, "It's a me." And then at the end, Bowser should come out and defeat him.
Miyamoto comes out with the Master Sword. That'd be so fucking cool, dude. I you know, and I'll end it with this. I think that we all here are very grateful, even for people that haven't really been that much into Nintendo. You know, I think that Reggie really left a large, lasting impact, just in terms of like how someone can go in and be like, you know, I'm head of Nintendo, but I fucking love video games, and I want to level with you, and I want to be cool with you. Like, if you ever look
It's not like all corporate.
he's
politics.
like one of the most fucking real dudes ever, and it could have just been a facade. I don't know. I've never actually met him, but like I always felt when I looked at Reggie-san, I saw someone who was super fucking passionate about video games and loved them and wanted everyone to be as passionate about video games as he was.
Absolutely.
And that's why it made me so sad to see that he was leaving, because now we have to worry about someone else being that person.
Right.
You know, and obviously all of us here wish him the absolute best,
Yep.
the luck and whatever.
I
you know,
only wish
love
him
and
kind of
whatever.
like the medium best.
But you know,
You wish him the absolute best.
he's a fucking
Fine!
saint. He's like one of the most pure human beings.
He
Like,
really is.
like there's like not if anything ever came out about him being like Me Too'd or something, I'd be fucking devastated. So
It
that's
would
all.
probably be hashtag
Princess-
MII2.
Princess Peach comes out
Fuck
with some
yeah.
allegations. Din-din-din-din-din-din-din-din-din. We've got some late breaking news here on the Nerdcore podcast.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse just won the Oscar for what? Best Animated Movie?
Best animated picture.
Yeah, bro. I just saw that movie today as of this recording, and holy shit.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah. But holy shit, dude. And you were right about that end piece for Stan
Oh my
Lee.
god, yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah. Did you watch all the way to the end though?
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did with,
fucking amazing.
Keep it together, tear
Yeah.
ducts.
Sorry, I'm not going to spoil it. But,
Good, because I'll be downloading that tonight.
yeah, dude.
I mean, I'll
We
be
were supposed to go see it.
I'll be
Yeah, we weren't we?
I'll be renting that tonight.
Yeah.
Is what I meant to say.
But Derek, it's not available to rent yet.
Derek, you wouldn't
Then-
steal a home.
You wouldn't steal a policeman's
You wouldn't
helmet.
steal a handbag.
Oh my
You wouldn't steal a
God.
policeman's helmet and then crap in his helmet.
You seen that?
Or no,
There's
you wouldn't
a-
shoot a policeman.
There's a meme where it's like you wouldn't download a home, and then it has a picture of like a plug, and then a USB like, flash drive is plugged into it.
Oh, God. But, yeah, no, that movie is phenomenal. So,
Definitely.
yeah,
deserves
crazy.
it.
Yeah. Much congratulations. And I mean, that whole cast, Nicolas Cage, Haley Steinfeld.
Ding, 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 ding.
And all them other people.
Yeah, like, I'm trying to remember who's
John Mulaney.
John
Yeah,
Mulaney.
Mulaney's in it.
He plays Spider-Ham, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm blanking. Lily Tomlin.
Had the John Mulaney bit pop in my head where it's like, he killed that little girl.
Anyway, but congratulations to them. We'll definitely be posting as the Oscars puts out all the cool nerd things above everybody else, because that's...
I call not it.
You couldn't even do Comic-Con.
Well, hey! I was
And they were doing that shit once a week.
I was in the middle of like I'm doing school. Like I post it as I see it.
Sounds like
I
you're in the
don't-
middle of excuses.
I don't always
Hey.
get to be as on top of it as I want to be.
Anyway, on to the task at hand. Grand Theft Auto, or GTA as it's known, is an action-adventure video game series created by David Jones and Mike Daly, the later titles of which were created by brothers Dan and Sam Houser. It is primarily developed by Rockstar North, formerly DMA Design, and published by Rockstar Games. The name of the series references the term used in the US for motor vehicle theft. Most games in the series are set in fictional locales modeled on cities, usually either Liberty City, Vice City, or San Andreas, which are stand-ins for New York City, Miami, and the state of California, respectively.
I just want to go on record and say that I don't think Rockstar or Rockstar North has made a bad game.
No.
As far as I can remember.
Well, state of emergency.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going back to...
It's not really like bad. It's just like when you compare, it doesn't compare.
Did you ever
Like,
play that Oni game?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god, it was
Oni?
ONI.
Yeah.
It was
They
an
made a
old
lot of-
Rockstar game.
They made a lot of really weird shit. Like
Yeah.
remember Rockstar Tennis that was using the same fucking engine as
What?
Grand Theft Auto 4.
What?
Yeah. No. Hold on.
No.
Shut up, no.
Rockstar.
Say hi to your
Tennis.
mother for me.
Say hi to your mother
This is a real fucking thing.
$8
my
billion
dog.
man. They had the technology.
Rockstar Games presents table tennis.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. I actually wanted to play that game.
Yeah, it
It was ping pong.
It uses the same model or the same engine that Grand Theft Auto 4 used.
This was Oni. Maybe that'll look familiar.
Yo, what?
Yeah.
What is it for?
PS2.
Let me play the fuck out of that like right now. That's made by
Well,
Rockstar?
I can't let you know right now, but
What? Oh my god.
Yeah,
okay, now I know what I'm looking into when I'm at work.
see,
Oh my fucking god. It looks like trash, but
Wow.
it looks like anime trash. Though,
You guys
so
can't.
already know
You
about
guys
it,
can't
dog.
see this,
It
but
was
Cole
fun.
just came.
Yeah, he just came.
it was super.
It looks
fun.
fucking rad, dude. It looks really cool. No, they have not made a bad game.
No.
Like I think it's impossible for them.
No.
But I think it's and you know, obviously they could be corporate shills and assholes, but I think the Hauser brothers are some of the most brilliant fucking people doing video games.
Well, and Doogie with his medical practice. I mean,
What in the fuck are you even talking about?
You've never heard of Doogie Howser MD, bro?
NPH.
Bro, that's where
Neil
MPH got
Patrick
his start.
Harris, man.
No, I don't.
Neil
He
Patrick Harris.
was a kid doctor. He was a doctor. He was like, what, 14?
He was,
Yeah,
a,
he was
he
a
was a
15
prodigy, and so he like
So
as a
that joke
teenager
will
got his doctorate.
resonate with somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were going off of.
He's like, not me, but somebody will fucking get the guy.
Somebody will get it.
It's on me. It's not on him. It's on me. Okay. British video game developer DMA Design began the series in 1997. As of 2014, it has 11 standalone games and 4 expansion packs. The third chronological title, Grand Theft Auto 3, is considered a landmark title as it brought the series to a 3D setting and a more immersive experience. Subsequent titles have followed and built upon the concept established in Grand Theft Auto 3 and received significant acclaim. They have influenced many other open-world game action. They have influenced many other open-world action games and led to the label Grand Theft Auto clone or similar games. And that's a real fucking thing. Grand Theft Auto clones were the bane of my fucking existence because there were so many of them, like Simpsons Home and Hit and Run and Saints Row and all these games. It's like, oh, it's like Grand Theft Auto, just worse. You know what I mean?
Hit and
I don't know,
Run was
dude,
a gem, though.
For different reasons.
Sleeping Dogs was my favorite GTA clone.
I've always wanted to, because they remastered that. For
Yeah,
the
you should
titles.
fucking play that game. That game is amazing.
It's like a mix between Yakuza and Grand Theft Auto.
Mm-hmm. Only Chinese. Because you're an undercover cop in the Triad.
Yeah, okay. Grand Theft Auto 3, my god, in terms of inspiring so many other developers into making video games, like, you know, a lot of our open world games we would not have.
Yeah,
for not the inspiration of this.
Absolutely.
I will say, and Grand Theft Auto 3 had such like a big impact that you at one point I saw these at Hastings and I wanted to buy all of them when they were available. But at one point you could buy the soundtrack to one of the radio stations on the game.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I actually downloaded most of them and I had the entire Chatterbox catalog on a CD, and I would put it in my car while I was driving and listen to it.
I mean, wasn't that kind of where people really actually started to give a shit about having a good soundtrack for your game, you know?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that you could actually sell it separately?
That was something that I was going to just touch upon, is that Rockstar takes a very dedicated and loving approach with what music they have in their game. Like Grand Theft Auto 4, the GOAT, Grand Theft Auto 4, they had an entire Russian thing. Like, they had an entire Russian station.
What? Fuck that.
Well,
It's because it was like Grand Theft Auto 4 is all about the immigrant. Like, the immigrant story. It's the immigrant coming to the land of opportunity and trying to make it up.
My favorite soundtrack was...
Fuck you, bro. Nico is the shit. Nico is the shit. He comes into fucking... And, you know, don't give me that
fuck
bullshit.
your opinion!
Like, he fucking comes in and he's like, bro, like, I'm gonna try and make a good life for myself.
I told you already that I didn't hate the story. I told you already that I didn't hate the story. But everything else about that fucking game is whack as fuck.
I hate you so fucking much.
Go fucking play in a fire.
You know,
My favorite soundtrack is
Fuck you! Alright? My favorite soundtrack, like I was trying to say before Cole was so heated that he had to fucking interrupt me.
I will die on this hill, bro.
The Vice City soundtrack trumps any fucking soundtrack.
Okay,
Well, that's
From
only because
Grand
it's
Theft
the 80s.
So-
The 80s had fucking great
so
music.
here's the thing, and I feel like if it weren't for stuff like that, like Grand Theft Auto, like showing so much love and care for their sound and their music,
Yeah.
like I don't think you would have had such an amazing fucking soundtrack on like Need for Speed Underground 2 and stuff like that. Like, you know, because once they started to kind of like go, oh look, we can actually like do this as a part of our package and actually make money off of this.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, oh my god.
Well, you know that there was that crazy controversy a long time ago where Rockstar lost the rights to a bunch of those Russian songs on Grand
really?
Theft Auto 4. So they have to put out... This is crazy because we're like already in the PS4 and Xbox One like generation, but they had to put out a patch for Grand Theft Auto 4 to remove those songs on like PS3s and Xbox 360s and PCs. Fucking crazy. But yeah, I remember like one of the biggest things I was so excited for with 5 is like, what songs are they gonna put in? Like I know that like they're gonna put in some fucking bonkers cool songs, and they
I was excited about the songs, but the like all I did when I played these games is I just had the talk radio channels on because they're the
so
funniest
funny.
They were
fucking
so
things.
with Laszlo.
Oh, dude, when he was doing, and like they brought him back in 5,
Yeah.
and I fucking lost my shit.
He's like an actual character with a model, and it's really cool.
Like that's what he actually like in real life. Like that's him. Like to a T. Like because I looked him up and I was like, is this guy fucking real?
I love that like sense of what is it?
Realism?
Like, consistency with their characters. It's so fucking cool. And like we're gonna never see Grand Theft Auto 6 because 5 just continues to rake in money. So it's like, why make another game when this game still is like the 3rd or 4th best-selling game?
Plus,
of the month.
they can just go off and do whatever the fuck they want and make gobs of money. I mean,
look
See,
at
but
Red
they
Dead.
would make
Yeah,
they would
exactly.
make more money with another one plus what they're making now, so they'll have it double.
Well, I think
but like I think after a certain point, they would rather work on different stuff than continuations of the same stuff. You know what I mean?
I think we'll see 6 in the next gen.
Yeah.
I think we'll see 6 in the next gen.
There's a big rumor going around that 6 is going to be announced soon, and it makes sense because they
can announce.
Well, they do everything in periods of 5 years, so I would imagine that. It's somewhere close. But
It's been about that, hasn't it?
yeah, it's so fucked up now because after the PS4 and the Xbox One port of 5, it's all fucked up. Because if you think about it, the original game came out in 2013 of Grand Theft Auto 5, and then it was 2014 when the ports came out. Mm-hmm. And then we got Red Dead last year, which is 2018. So that is 5 years. 5 years was 2018. So I'm wondering, like,
If that was their...
See, but the thing is, and something that you got to know about Rockstar is they'll probably literally fucking kill you if you leak any information about new games.
Yeah.
Like, if you're working under them, they will fucking kill you.
They will
Like,
put a hit out on you.
Dude,
and make sure you are dead.
They'll
put a bounty out
do
on
that.
you.
They will kill you just like somebody would kill you in Grand Theft Auto itself.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's the dude. Like, I remember one interview with a Rockstar employee was saying about how they can't work with the blinds open.
Yeah.
Because the people will fly drones in and like fucking spy on what they're doing.
That's fucking crazy.
But well, Rockstar has this quality to it that people want to know what's going on.
Well, I mean, and any time you won't let somebody see what you're doing, that's when everyone wants to see what you're doing.
Yeah.
They had this trademark forever that they just barely let go of. They announced this game back in the mid-aughts, like the 2000. It's called Agent. Did you ever hear about this?
No.
They trademarked this game called Agent, and it was supposed to be a PS3 exclusive. And they had the website up for that game until just recently.
Wow.
And they finally just let it go. Like, it's not a real thing anymore. So it makes me wonder, like, that's like one of the great mysteries of the video game industry is like, what happened to Agent? Because Agent was being developed at the same time as Grand Theft Auto 5. So I'm wondering if, like, it kind of just ate it. You know what I mean? Like, it just... But it sounded so fucking cool. It was like a spy game. Like a Rockstar spy game. Holy shit, can you imagine?
That'd be fucking cool.
It'd be the Kingsman.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All right. The series has been critically acclaimed and commercially successful, having shipped more than 250 million units, making it the 4th highest selling video game franchise of all time, behind Nintendo's Mario and Pokemon franchises and Tetris. In 2006, Grand Theft Auto was featured in a list of British design icons in the Great British Design Quest organized by the BBC and the Design Museum. In 2013, The Telegraph ranked Grand Theft Auto among Britain's most successful exports. The series has also been controversial for its adult nature and violent themes, of course.
There's
import-export business.
Yeah.
This Grand Theft Auto, and I hope that this gets into it, but like the amount of controversy that Grand Theft Auto has had is like some of the most impactful shit that's ever happened in the video game industry.
We definitely get
Like
it.
they're pioneers of multiple things.
Like,
and,
if Jack
that's
Thompson
one of them,
isn't
too.
if Jack Thompson isn't referenced in this, I'm gonna be real fucking pissed. Jack Thompson was this lawyer back in the early aughts where he had this raging fucking boner for getting rid of these games.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that fuckhead, dude?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Every single
Not in there.
He's
But-
not in there?
No. Well, he's in the Wikipedia thing, but I didn't really care much.
Every
So,
fucking thing about I'll get rid of him right now then. He's this fucking every fucking interview with that asshole was such a joke because I'm sitting here going like I'm like, you're just fear mongering. Like none of this shit happens.
the
Like
same thing, remember?
Oh yeah.
he's like this is back when like 3 and Vice City was out and he's like talking about how you're like tearing people's heads off and shit and it's like that didn't fucking happen.
It's just plain inaccurate.
He really
as well
was,
as
like-
ridiculous.
He was like the Alex Jones for Grand
Dude,
Theft
in
Auto.
three-
making the frogs gay.
Yeah.
In 3, like, if you shot somebody's head off with a sniper rifle, their head just, like, disappeared.
It disappears, it spurts blood, and
Yeah.
they just drop to the ground.
That's all
Which
that
was
happened.
horrifying.
It was, but,
the
like,
time,
but-
but, like, you didn't get, like, the wound and, like...
I want to know what Jack Thompson thinks of video games today.
Yeah.
that's all I'm gonna say
He's
right now.
probably dead. He probably had a heart attack
My
at some
God.
point.
Like, if any of you ever get bored, look at interviews for Jack Thompson because it just aggravates the fuck out of you.
I want
Just
to meet him, corner him, put him in a room, and just make him watch me play Manhunt.
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah.
Even just the Resident Evil remake. I mean,
There's
fuck.
so much like in it like he's kind of everything that's wrong with the world today.
Yeah.
Like where they spread all these lies and it's not accurate
and
at all.
they want to just scapegoat video games for all of the world's ills.
You know what's crazy is that it was when I was hiding Grand Theft Auto 4 because I live with my grandpa. And my grandpa, if he was huge into Fox News. So Fox News had, again, a raging fucking boner for getting rid of Grand Theft Auto. Like, it felt like they were constantly touching upon video game violence.
Yeah.
And my grandpa, he was sworn to Fox News. Like, if anything came out, it was like the gospel fucking truth, you know? And that fucking asshole Glenn Beck comes on and starts talking about fucking Grand Theft Auto 4 and about how you can fuck hookers in cars and like bounce up and down and shit. And he's talking about beating them to death with baseball bats and shit.
No.
I remember my grandpa came down and he's like, hey, you're not playing that Grand Theft Auto 4 game, right? And I'm like, no. And it's just paused.
What's Grand
Grandpa.
Theft what?
Grand Theft what? Isn't that about stealing
But
cars?
it's just, and it's like, it's the same thing that we're still dealing with today.
Grandpa, that sounds bad. I don't steal cars.
That reminds me, nothing to do with Grand Theft... Well, kind of to do with it, but...
Yeah.
Because you see, like, little recreated things of this game in, like, culture. Like, one of my favorite episodes of King of the Hill, I don't know if you remember this episode. is
Oh,
where
yeah.
They introduce him to the Grand Theft Auto, like, propane game ripoff.
And he gets addicted to it.
They make him play it, and he's like, Hank's played it, and then he's just... Oh God! I just ran over that parking attendant. Where's the button to turn myself in?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, like,
this
those games have to be as violent as they were? No.
no.
What were you going to say?
Did it sell the shit out of him? Yes.
Yeah. No. It. I think we all have that story. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
about hiding video games and all that shit, just because of that ramped outrage culture.
Exactly.
I lied to my parents and got them to buy me the first Mortal Kombat when it came out because I told them that you could turn off the blood in the options.
Well, you actually could in the Super Nintendo version.
It wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't?
It wasn't.
Well, and you know...
It wasn't that thing.
It's kind of funny how they share this thing, Mortal Kombat and Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Because Mortal Kombat, is the reason why we have the ESRB, but Grand Theft Auto is the reason why the ESRB is so fucking prevalent today.
Yeah.
Because of how much goddamn...
Yeah, they were like, see?
But yeah, and I'm sure we'll get into individual pieces of controversy.
And you've got there's still like news articles going around today that are like, are violent video games linked to real life violence? And I'm like, dude, I've played like every major game that has come out,
And you are the most
to this
tame
day,
person on this planet.
if you come at me like in a fight, I'll run away and hide.
Like the only people that a violent video game makes violent in real life are people who are already fucking insane.
Yeah.
So like
Seriously.
it's a mental health issue. It has nothing to do
Remember
with
when
video games.
Yeah, remember when that one guy he sat on top of a fucking roof and shot a bunch of people, and then he told everyone that Halo 3 trained him to be an army sniper. You remember that? That was a real fucking thing. These are real people, there was a large amount of people that were, they
Sounds legit to me.
Well, I mean, I don't.
What
I'm
branch of the army are you fighting Spartans in?
I don't know.
Well, and not just that, but like aiming a gun in a video game is nowhere near the same as putting a gun to your shoulder and taking aim. Like
Yeah.
it's not remotely.
Well, I
the
mean,
same.
I can play FIFA, but it's not going to make me a fucking superstar
Yeah,
soccer
right.
player.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I just, and that, and that argument is a little antiquated, but like at the same time, it has merit. Because I'm not gonna I've never wished ill will upon anybody, but I've been playing these games, and I'm a normal thinking adult, I guess, but there are tons of people, and there are assholes out there that go out and commit these atrocious fucking crimes, and then they have the fucking audacity to blame it on something else.
Well,
As
yeah.
if that would remove all of the fucking...
The judge is just like, oh, you played a lot of Grand Theft Auto. Oh, I
See, but
1,000 pardons.
There's a fucking moronic level of amount of people that are out there that will say that, like,
Well,
oh
and
my
that's-
god, okay.
And that's the thing. Like, at what point are we gonna go? Well, I mean, the crazy person said it was this, so I mean, sounds good to me.
See, but there were
Like,
people out
but
there
the-
that fucking believe it.
Because, like, crazy people also say that they kill everybody for God or for whatever, and so
I get fucking
to take-
heated
to
with this
take-
topic.
I can tell.
to
it
take their
fucking
word
pisses
for
me
it
off.
is ridiculous. But anyway,
It's like, no, there's no level of taking accountability for your actions at all. No, it's like...
Yeah.
It's gotta be video games.
It's gotta be video games. No, and remind me what video games they were playing in the 1700s.
yeah.
When they were fucking brutally murdering people.
Let Pong.
For no...
L-A space P-O-N-G-E.
Definitely not video games that kids should be playing.
Yay,
I'm
old
gonna say
Pong.
that. I'll say that right now. Our parents were right. We shouldn't have been playing these video games, and I think that we're lucky that we turned out the way that we did. But it's not nearly like it was. It was 100% a media scapegoat that people just wanted to
See,
demonize.
and I think, like, to a point, video games, they don't, like, they're not, I mean, I think it's ridiculous to say that video games make you violent, but, like, I would even go so far as to say in a lot of cases, especially for me, that actually, like, if I'm pissed off or frustrated or, whatever, playing a violent video game actually helps me calm the fuck down.
It's like
and
therapeutic,
it's
yeah.
therapeutic. It takes some of that anger out.
Because you're like, I want to shoot some
Yeah.
motherfuckers, but
And
not
then-
in real life.
And then you fucking do, and you're fine.
Yeah. See,
You
the
know?
cool thing is
So-
that the people that thought you're 100% correct.
And
there.
it's ridiculous.
The thing is that the people that thought that all of these people that thought that Grand Theft Auto was this like horrible fucking thing, they're dying out.
yeah.
They're literally dying out.
Well, yeah, because like we're all the ones who grew up on it. We're now adults, and we're like, okay, yeah, that wasn't a thing.
Like when Donald Trump went into the White House with this fucking stupid ass like cut up video talking about, and it's like shows all these horrible scenes from Call of Duty games nonetheless. You know what I mean? Like it's fucked up. And it shows all this level of violence, and then, Trump's such a fucking moron because he's like, oh, from this guy on my left tells me that, the video game violence in this world is not good at all, and it's like somebody just told you that.
The thing that bothers me is that like
Oh, no, I lost her hair.
people equate being rich with, well, I must be smart because I made all this money,
Yeah.
or I have all this money. I mean, most of it wasn't even his. But like, so like, well, I must know what I'm talking about, and so they'll just talk shit and go, well, I'm right, because I mean, I'm a brilliant rich guy.
It's just sad that it's 2019 and we're still having conversations about how video games make kids violent.
Somebody basically posted that this news channel was trying to talk about like a SWAT team or something like that, and they had a picture of somebody from the team like in the little blurb on the screen, and then because they posted it on Reddit, and they're like, when CNN uses a picture to talk about terrorism, it shows a picture of Rainbow Six Siege.
No way.
I saw that too.
That's fucking amazing.
How fucking dumb are you? All right. The Grand Theft Auto series is split into separate fictional universes, named after the primary level of graphics capability used in each era. The original Grand Theft Auto, its expansions, and its sequel are considered the quote-unquote 2D universe. Grand Theft Auto 3 and its sequels are considered the 3D universe. Grand Theft Auto 4, its expansions, and Grand Theft Auto 5 are considered the HD universe. Each universe is considered separate, with only brands, places, names, and background characters shared between them.
Grand Theft Auto, the first game in the series, was released for Microsoft Windows and MS-DOS in...
Wow.
MS-DOS.
When you hear MS-DOS, you just go...
I don't even know what the fuck that is. So.
It's old shit.
Yeah. In October 1997, ported to the PlayStation in 1998 and the Game Boy Color in 1999. Grand Theft Auto 2 was released in 1999 for Microsoft Windows, later receiving ports on the PlayStation, Dreamcast, and Game Boy Color. The PlayStation 2 also featured 3 installments of the main series, all of which have been re-released on several platforms. A deal between Take-Two Interactive and Tony.
Hey, Tony!
It's Sony's cousin.
Hey, Tony! Let's make a deal!
Hey, Tony!
I'm Tony PlayStation over here.
Lately Yoda.
Tony PlayStation over
It's
here.
Tony PlayStation.
And if you don't need a PlayStation, I gotta use Toyota. What do you want?
I got a Grand Theft Auto for you right fucking
Hurry
here.
up.
Hurry up! My Kanosha's getting cold.
May the marinara never cling to your meatballs.
That's one for the gag reel.
That's my favorite thing ever. Tony PlayStation.
Hey, you like video games?
I got some video games in my coat here.
Fucking
Totally legit.
Beyond made that same joke. The Beyond podcast.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They made that exact same
No
mistake.
fucking
Yeah.
way.
And the reason why I made the mistake was because Take-Two Interactive. So I was just like, Take-Two Interactive and Tony. Fucking. That's funny. Anyway. Yeah, that one's going to be a good one for the gag. Yeah.
Oh, God.
A deal between Take-Two Interactive and Sony Computer Entertainment resulted in their timed exclusivity on PlayStation 2 before receiving ports to Microsoft Windows and the Xbox.
Thanks to Tony.
Thanks to Tony PlayStation. Thanks to old Tony PlayStation.
Hey,
over
Tony!
here.
Tony, would you broker this deal for us?
You guys
Yeah,
what's your favorite breakfast cereal? My favorite mascot is Sony the Tiger.
Hey.
Sony the Siger.
The 2001 title Grand Theft Auto 3 moved away from the two-dimensional graphics used in the first two games to a three-dimensional computer graphics. Grand Theft Auto Vice City was published in 2002 and was the first to feature a speaking protagonist voiced by Ray Liotta.
Which is awesome.
Fucking amazing. Yeah, for sure. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, released in 2004, introduced various new elements, including character customization and a large map encompassing 3 cities and surrounding rural area. San Andreas was really fucking cool. They had tons of really cool voice acting.
Oh, San Andreas the GOAT?
No.
Samuel L. Jackson,
No.
Chris Penn, those were
Yeah,
the two
That's
top.
what Tony PlayStation calls it.
Yeah, that's his favorite game is Tony. Tony's favorite game is San Andreas.
It's Tan
Sam Jackson and Chris Penn.
Andreas.
DJ Pooh as...
Somebody's name
as
DJ Pooh?
Yeah, DJ
Fucking
Pooh.
James Woods.
Yeah, James
is in
Wood.
there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these.
Not only that, but they took
Was DJ,
they had like a reincarnation of Eazy-E in the
Yeah,
game
uh-huh.
too.
was
The
DJ
writer?
Feces
Yeah.
taken?
Yeah, but it
think
turns out
so.
that he's bad, and so I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Pooh
but-
as in Winnie the Pooh.
I'll have a number 9 to
A
number 9 large.
A number 6 with extra
all we had
dip.
to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
A number 6 with extra
Just so
dip.
you, and then just so everyone's aware that's listening to the podcast, all of these games are available on PS4.
Yeah.
All of them.
I have 3 Vice City and San Andreas on my Steam account right now. They were
Yeah.
like $4 each.
Yeah, I
they're
have
rad.
the 3 of them.
And they all have trophies too.
No controller support whatsoever.
Are you serious?
No.
What?
Nope.
You can also play them on your fucking phone now too.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think.
All right. 2 main installments were published for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. The 2008 title Grand Theft Auto 4 focused on realism and detail, removing various customization features
Whack.
while adding an online multiplayer mode. Grand Theft Auto 5, published in 2013, featured 3 playable protagonists. It was released to massive financial success, breaking multiple records. It was later re-released with various enhancements in 2014 for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and in 2015 for Microsoft Windows.
You know what, motherfucker?
And MS-DOS.
You never fucked with that stupid ass weight gain and weight loss system in that
I
game.
sure
You-
fucking did.
No, you fucking didn't.
Bro, I was in the gym every fucking day
Oh.
getting gains
Oh,
all
God.
through that motherfucker,
It's
bro.
real fucking compelling just
need to
pressing
both.
X to get bigger.
X and square,
your gains
bitch. Get it
attuned.
right.
You know what you call that? Padding. Padding.
Padding.
For stupid fucking game mechanics.
Pitter padding.
Yeah. Stupid.
You know what I'd
fucking-
rather take?
What?
I'd take fucking...
You'd rather take.
I'd take Roman bowling, okay? I'd rather take Roman bowling.
You'd rather take fucking leaning cars. They fucking remember when you turn, they'd fucking lean
Yeah.
all the way.
Realism.
Fucking. No,
Realism.
That's not fucking
That is
real.
not-
Realism.
How?
That is not fucking realism.
Realism.
No.
Get the fuck out of here with all of that bullshit, bro.
I made a creative decision with the cars, and I may not agree with that creative decision, okay? But I still think that... You can't tell me it's
Tony
not fun as fuck.
PlayStation disapproves.
Tony
You can't tell me
PlayStation.
it's not fun as fuck.
I'm not saying that it's not, bro. I told you that it's not, but it's not the GOAT, dog. It's not.
It's the GOAT,
It's
bro.
not, bro. I'm
It's
not
the
saying it's
GOAT,
not a
dog.
fun game. I'm not saying that it's not a
You're
fun game.
calling San Andreas the GOAT, dog.
The San Andreas is the GOAT.
Oh
That's
my
why,
God. Oh my god.
bro. I'm saying, bro.
All right, moving on.
Five is better than San Andreas, dog.
You eat 2 dicks for that one.
Good thing there's 3 here.
I call that it.
We'll just have to eat mine twice then. Did you see
Like
that
Kobayashi.
video that I posted where they did the Fire Festival parody with Jerry from
Jerry.
Parks and Rec?
Oh, yeah.
He was doing the take one for the team scene.
Oh god.
He's like, I heard that Aubrey was having a awards party, and she goes, we don't have any water, and you have to go to Costco, and you have to talk to this cashier because he has all the water. She's like, but you're gonna have to take one from the team. He's like, she still calls me Jerry, even though my name is Jim. And he's like, you're gonna have to, suck his dick. And he like pauses all awkwardly, like the guy in the actual documentary, and he's like, so I did.
Grand Theft Auto has spawned numerous additional games and expansion packs. In 1999, the original game received 2 expansion packs. Grand Theft Auto London 1969 and Grand Theft Auto London 1961. Grand Theft Auto Advance, released in 2004 for the Game Boy Advance, featured a top-down perspective. 3 games were released for the PlayStation Portable. The 2005 game Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories is a prequel to Grand Theft Auto 3, while the 2006 game Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories is a prequel to Vice City. Both games were later ported to the PlayStation 2. Those games were dope.
I didn't want to be left out.
Holy fuck, those games are rad.
Those games were fucking dope. Like all of the the spin-offs, like even like I said, 'cause, 4 is the second best game
I hate you.
because of games like what is that one, the Ballad of Gay Tony.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Lost in the Damned.
Yeah, Lost in the Damned. Yeah, like those games were fucking dope. And that's that.
Standalone games at that point.
Yeah, and that'll be the only credit I give to Grand Theft Auto 4. Plus a good story.
I mean, you're wrong, so it's okay. But
Just
everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
just fucking read the thing.
In 2009, Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars was released for the Nintendo DS. Fucking amazing game.
Oh, yeah.
Also on your phone, you should play it because it translates to mobile really, really well. Later ported to the PlayStation Portable. In 2009, The Lost and the Damned and The Ballad of Gay Tony were released for the Xbox 360 as expansion packs to Grand Theft Auto 4. A strategic alliance between Rockstar and Microsoft resulted in the timed exclusivity. They were later released on 360, PS3, and Microsoft Windows as part of a compilation titled Grand Theft Auto Episodes from Liberty City.
Dude, I read
Ampersands from Liberty City.
Ampersands.
I read somewhere that before Xbox and Microsoft had any rights to Grand Theft Auto, they paid out the ass to get those rights. Like they paid
lots of money.
From what I read, it was the amount that they paid was more than they had made on any of their games, like combined or something like that.
Oh shit! Really?
I don't remember what it was, but I'm gonna fucking look that up now.
I mean, I can't remember the name of the guy, but there was one guy that came out and he
Yeah, Gay Tony. Just get it.
I'm done. Checking out.
He said, "I'm done." That was a good one.
Checking out.
Gay Tony.
I'm out, bud.
That was a good one.
I'm out, bud.
Gay
Fuck
Tony
sideways.
PlayStation.
$75 million.
Oh wow!
For the exclusivity?
Jesus Christ.
Microsoft paid that?
Microsoft paid $75 million to stop GTA 4 PS3 exclusivity.
Man.
Fuck.
I mean, was it worth it?
Yeah, how much did
Oh,
they
yeah.
get back?
I'm sure. They have made, like, probably that much back
I
by
played
now.
it on 360
Oh, sure.
before I played it on PS3, so it makes sense. But
So, numerous titles in the series have received ports to mobile devices. Chinatown Wars was released for iOS in 2010 and for Android and Fire OS in 2014. For their 10th anniversaries, Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City were both re-released for iOS and Android in 2011 and 2012 respectively. In 2013, San Andreas was ported to iOS, Android, and Windows Phone and RT. The mobile port was later re-released for the Xbox 360 in 2014, the year of the game's 10th anniversary, and the following year for PlayStation 3. In 2015, Liberty City Stories was ported to iOS, Android, and Fire OS.
Is Fire OS the Amazon one? Okay.
The Kindle, yeah.
you want to hear a joke?
Uh,
Windows phones.
you want to hear another joke? Microsoft Works.
Hey.
Internet Explorer.
Netscape.
Netscape. Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ. You just punched me back to 99 with that one.
I had to take it old school. You know?
AOL CD.
You've got mail.
Now you're just a fucking dinosaur.
Dude, I remember those AOL chat rooms?
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, I spent so much time
Trying to get pussy pics or what?
Try like and when you did, it took like an hour to download, like minimum.
Best hour ever.
Best hour
You're like,
ever.
oh, look, I see the pubic hair. It won't be long now. Just another 15 minutes.
Yep.
I had to find that.
Boom!
What?
She's like, how
Of course
goes
she's gonna
podcast?
fucking agree with you. It's your wife.
She would ask Derek. She doesn't agree with me, ever.
She doesn't give a fuck.
See, I just got a text from my wife because I told her that me and Cole were fighting about which GTA was the best, and she goes, San Andreas all the way. That's right.
I mean, you're wrong. It's okay.
That's why you're getting some tonight.
Some what? What is she getting some of, Eddie?
Some more agreements.
As long as she consents.
Because we at the Nerd Corporation are.
Pro
Pro consent.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
He wanted to do that.
I know. That was clearly
I did.
intentional.
On to gameplay.
You said it exactly how I thought you were going to say it in my brain. Gameplay!
And that is why you're getting some tonight. Each game in this series allows the player to take on the role of a criminal in the big city, typically an individual who plans to rise through the ranks of organized crime through the course of the game.
Like you do.
You know, as you would. You don't fuck with tradition.
You don't fuck with tradition.
The player is given various missions by kingpins and major idols in the city underworld, which must be completed to progress through the storyline. Assassinations and other violent crimes are featured regularly. Occasionally, taxi driving, firefighting, street racing, bus driving, or learning to fly helicopters and fixed-wing aircrafts are also involved in the game.
Tony PlayStation says, "Don't fuck with it."
Do you remember coming across the dodo in Grand Theft Auto 3 and how it was fucking impossible to fly?
Oh my god,
course.
the dodo made me want to fucking rip my eyelids out.
Eyelads?
It didn't
My
have
eyelads.
wings.
You have
It had no wings.
You have eyelads?
I do have eyelads.
And one thing
Like,
that,
do they
We
do
look
they
at
live
each
in
other.
your eyelads?
We look at each other.
Is that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
one thing that you there's
Eyelads.
no
I
way.
thought maybe they were like boys that help you with your eyes. Like they're just dudes that help you out with like when you've got that like shit in your eye. Like they're there to clean it out.
They're little nymphs that come out of my tear ducts and clean out all my crusties.
They're just like eye attendants.
I feed them a crouton and they disappear.
Is this joke over yet?
You know, I pretty much I think that 3, Vice City, San Andreas, 4, and 5, I think they're all like perfect games. Like I really don't. I have very little criticism. But one thing about San Andreas that I absolutely cannot fucking stand are those missions. And Vice City has one too, where you have to pilot little planes.
Yes.
The little remote control.
The one in San Andreas is damn near fucking impossible.
Yeah, I agree.
The planes?
The airplane one where you have to kill all the. There's people on
The
bikes that you have to kill.
The
and then
only
the
reason
vans.
that I got excited whenever I did that mission, because I failed it and I had to keep going back, but the... speaking of big names, voices in Grand Theft Auto games, the voice of that guy that does the mission for you is David Cross.
Oh, yeah.
The nerdy guy?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Tobias Funke.
The nerdy guy.
Dude, that shit is so fucking... It's like unforgivable. How bad.
It's infuriating.
Eddie, where are your eyelads?
Again?
Because he was rubbing his eyes.
Oh my
Or you
God.
could also go in the direction of eyelads.
Eyelad. But then you'd probably want to say laddie. Aye, laddie.
They're my eyelads. I can do what I want with them. In later titles...
Hey, Tony!
Hey, Tony, I need you to come take care of this guy.
Hey,
over
Tony,
here.
come check out these lady titties.
Get off the Tony box and come fuck this guy up, will
So,
you?
like, are later titties like the titties that are starting to droop from age? Is that?
That's the one. That's the one. I'm going to have to leave that Tony PlayStation joke in because we're making so many references.
Hey, Tony!
Tony PlayStation over
I
here.
like how, like, when you yell for him, it sounds like you're, like, sort of out of the room.
Yeah. hey, Tony,
Come get a load of this guy, huh?
come get a
Hey.
load of this gamook.
Hey, Tony, where you at?
Put down the meatball sub and come in here, you fucking ganoosh.
Ya mook.
Baba Ganoush.
In later titles, notably those released after Grand Theft Auto 2, the player is given a more developed storyline in which they are forced to overcome an unfortunate event, e.g. being betrayed and left for dead, which serves as motivation for the character to advance up the criminal ladder and ultimately leads to the triumph of the character by the end of the storyline.
The Grand Theft Auto series belongs to a genre of free-roaming role-playing video games called open world games and grants a large amount of freedom to the player. Traditional action games are structured as a single-track series of levels with linear gameplay, but in Grand Theft Auto, the player can determine the missions that they want to undertake, and the relationship with various characters are changed based on these choices.
It's too fucking
Like,
funny.
tell me you didn't get fucking teary-eyed when you had to kill one of your fucking friends in front.
Oh, exactly.
Tell me you didn't fucking get all super teary about it, dog.
I already told you, bro.
Killing Playboy X is one of the most heart-wrenching fucking things on this planet, dog.
Bro, I'm
I
telling you.
was just gonna bring him up, actually.
No, not Playboy, it's Dwayne, right? Playboy X is his fucking friend, right? Playboy X is the guy that lives in that penthouse.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
and then Dwayne is the guy that's like super depressed. You just got out of prison.
Yeah.
That's like one of the most fucking heartbreaking things I've ever done in a video game.
I already
Because he's
told
like,
you.
I thought you were my dog, you know, and like you're like hunting him down and shit. It's fucked up.
It's like I said, it's a good fucking game. It's a good game. It's not the GOAT.
Better than San Andreas.
No, it's fucking not. No, we're gonna take a poll. We're gonna take a poll when this episode releases.
And watch, the only people that are gonna vote on it are you two idiots.
It's just gonna be like 100%, 100%.
50-50.
Influenced by the earlier game Turbo Esprit, the cities of the games can be roamed freely at any point in the game, and are examples of open-world video game environments which offer accessible buildings with minor missions in addition to the main storyline. There are exceptions. Missions follow a linear, overarching plot. These missions are required to be completed in order to unlock new areas in the game.
The use of vehicles in an explorable urban environment provides a basic simulation of a working city, complete with pedestrians who generally obey traffic signals.
Generally.
That is the key word.
I love, and I guarantee anyone listening to this, as
laugh.
soon as you said that, did the same fucking thing. Like, ha!
You'll be
Fucking
sitting in
sure.
you'll get to that point where I'm gonna obey the lights and I'm just gonna drive like a normal person because I'm bored. And you'll be sitting in traffic and all of a sudden somebody will just get this wild hair up their ass and they'll just plow through everybody without any provocation.
There's like fucking 5 dead bodies on the sidewalk.
Bro, it's even like that in Red Dead 2. Like,
Yeah.
did you guys ever encounter that? Like, I'd be on my horse and people would jump in front of the horse.
I can't do this no more.
You're alright, girl.
No, she's dead. All right. Further details are used to flesh out an open-ended atmosphere that has been used in several other games, such as The Simpsons Hit and Run, which has less emphasis on crime or violence, and Lego City Undercover, which reverses the roles of police, officer, and criminal, although the player goes undercover in gangs for a portion of the game.
Criminal activities in Grand Theft Auto games do not go unnoticed by the police. As the player engages in these in-game illegal activities, they may gain a, quote, wanted level, represented by a maximum of 5 or 6 stars. A small crime, such as running over a non-player character, may create a 1-star wanted level situation, while shooting an officer may earn more stars. As the number of stars increase, the amount and strength of the response will increase. A single star might have a few police cars chase after the player, while at 5 or 6 stars, tanks and attack helicopters will chase down the player.
Dude, I will never forget in, I believe it's San Andreas, when you are in the very early parts of the game, when you come to that freeway overpass and you're like, I want to see what's on the other side of this bridge. And you get over there and it's just instant like army fucking just comes out of nowhere and just annihilates you.
Man, one of my favorite memories of playing 4 is trying to get that achievement for so there's one for surviving a certain amount of time on a 6-star wanted level, and then there's one trophy where you have a 5-star wanted level and you have to walk away from it on foot, which was fucking really hard.
That sounds...
Did you ever get the one where you had to fly under every single bridge?
No.
Dude, that
God,
one's
no.
rough.
Yeah, that
I got
ridiculous.
it on Xbox, but
oh yeah,
it was insane.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Many in-game missions will automatically give the player a wanted level after completing a certain event, which they must then get rid of before the mission is complete. Often, trying to keep away from the police while wanted will cause the player to gain in even higher levels, higher wanted levels, which is really true. That's one thing that I had the hardest time with. Is like, yeah, it'll give you a fucking wanted level, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, fuck, I ran someone over, and it'll give you another star. It's like, fuck, can never win.
There was this point when I was playing Red Dead 2 where I was doing a stranger mission, and some guy had been like either shot or attacked right out of Saint Denis. Yeah. And you had to put him back on and like take him to the doctor's office. And I was running through town because I didn't know if I had like a limit, if he was going to die or whatever. So I'm just booking it through town, and I ran over like damn near like 3 people on my horse. I got wanted, and I couldn't stop in front of the office because I was wanted. So I got off my horse and I just fucking dumped him. I was like, "You're on your own," and I just took off.
The player can remove their character's wanted level by avoiding detection or spending in-game money at specific locations to elude the police, such as a mod shop to repaint the car, which I never did.
You never
really?
You
Never,
did that?
ever,
Really?
ever. I always ran away.
You're missing out.
Dude, if it was right there, I would.
Dude, I loved doing that. That was just like part of the game experience for me. Like,
I just always remember finding it very stressful to like, oh fuck, I need to find the place, and then like later games like 3 in Vice City, you could just like drive in and the cops could be like right there and it wouldn't matter. But like in later games, they would watch you go in, and it wouldn't matter, Either that or they would like close it off and you couldn't go in. Alternatively, if the player character dies, they will respawn at a hospital and the wanted levels will be removed, though the player may lose money, guns, and other benefits that they had before being chased. The wanted level gameplay concept has become common in other GTA clones and similar open world games.
And just other Rockstar games.
Yeah.
Now we'll get into setting.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony, we're getting into setting over here.
Hey, Tony, you want to come in here and set the mood? Maybe with some candles?
Setting.
And a big steak?
I'm trying to eat my marinara. Get the fuck away from me.
The Grand Theft Auto series is set in a fictional version of the world in a number of different time periods. The original Grand Theft Auto introduced 3 main cities: Liberty City, based on New York City, Vice City, based on Miami, and San Andreas, based mostly upon parts of California. In the first Grand Theft Auto game, San Andreas was based on San Francisco and parts of Las Vegas. Expansion packs later set the game in London. The second entry in the franchise, Grand Theft Auto 2, set the game in the future in a locale named Anywhere City.
How fucking lazy is that shit?
I know, that's...
Did any of you guys
What are we
ever
gonna name
play
it?
any
I
of
don't know,
those?
Anywhere.
No.
No,
Me
no,
neither.
No.
I remember them like being out and everything, and now that I'm thinking about it, there was London's, what was it, 69 and then 71 is what it said?
61.
61? Like, how lazy are you to just go back like 6 years and like make another game about it?
No
Yeah.
shit.
Subsequent games in the series have reimagined and expanded upon the original locales. Grand Theft Auto 3 is set in a different rendition of Liberty City, only loosely based on New York City. A revised Vice City and San Andreas are depicted in Vice City and San Andreas, respectively, the latter of which takes the form of an entire state instead of a single city. The state of San Andreas is based on the states of California and Nevada and consists of 3 major cities: Los Santos, which is Los Angeles, San Fierro, which is San Francisco, and Las Venturas, which is Las Vegas. Surrounding towns and areas of desert, water, woodland, and countryside lie between the 3 cities. The GTA 3 rendition of Liberty City is also briefly featured during one mission.
Which was fucking rad.
I like that
episode.
a lot. Yeah.
That mission in San Andreas when you go to Liberty City is so cool.
It was a nice little
Do you
nod.
remember it was also in San Andreas when you meet that chick and you have to go do the races and she's like, "This is Fido," and it's the dude from 3.
It's Claude.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories, originally released for PlayStation Portable handheld console and later reissued for other consoles, are set a few years before their previous depictions of their respective eponymous cities. The maps for the 2 cities remain the same, with some differences in terms of buildings and geography to reflect the different time periods. Grand Theft Auto 4 and its subsequent expansion packs, Lost in the Dam and the Ballad of Gay Tony, are set in a 3rd version of Liberty City, set in 2008, which is a closer analog to New York City and its boroughs than the GTA 3 version. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars is also set in its version of Liberty City, although the Alderney portion of the map is not present.
Savior of the broken, the lost, and the damned.
Grand Theft Auto 5, released in 2013, is set in a revised depiction of southern San Andreas that only features Los Santos to the south and a rural Blaine County to the north. It includes revised landmarks such as the Vinewood sign instead of Hollywood, Rockford Hills instead of Beverly Hills, Del Perro Pier instead of Santa Monica Pier, Los Santos International Airport instead of LAX, Los Santos Golf Club instead of Los Angeles Country Club, and Galileo Observatory instead of the Griffith Observatory.
Observatory!
The game also features the town of Ludendorff in the fictional state of North Yankton. Los Angeles was extensively researched for Grand Theft Auto 5.
Dude, how fucking awesome and like groundbreaking was that intro scene in Ludendorff when you're in the
It's
snow?
awesome. It's really, really cool.
That had never been done before in any Grand
and
Theft Auto
going
game.
back was even cooler, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. Like just to see the because it's like, how are we going to make snow mechanics?
Yeah.
All right, here they are,
Yeah.
and then you
exactly.
are driving through it. You're running through it, and I was just like, holy shit,
Bless
dude!
you.
I've never seen snow in this game before.
Yeah. No, those... It was very cinematic. 5 was incredible. Like,
Oh, yeah.
5 knew exactly what the fuck it was, and it was going to show you the entire way. I love 5. I think 5 is really great. I don't think it's nearly as good as the other ones, but I still think it's really good.
5 was definitely great.
The series had included a wide variety of voice actors. The original Grand Theft Auto, its mission packs, and its sequel, as well as Grand Theft Auto Advanced and Chinatown Wars, did not feature any voice credited to specific roles. The first game in the series to do so was Grand Theft Auto 3, which, despite a limited budget and the series' low profile at the time, featured several notable actors from film and television. These included Frank Vincent, Michael Madsen, and Kyle MacLachlan, who all had prominent roles.
These guys were all like Michael Madsen is the dude that cuts off Homeboy's ear in Reservoir Dogs. Frank Vincent, he was in The Sopranos, and he was in a lot of like the Scorsese mobster films.
So Tony
Plays.
Plays.
So Tony.
Sony!
They're talking about you over here.
So I'm going through, because I was going to go, get fucking Chinatown Wars,
Yeah.
obviously. And the trilogy is $11.99 on the iOS store.
I don't have $11.99, but you should definitely buy that.
I don't have that on top of the $4.99 right now, but let's see.
It's so fucking
Yeah,
worth
Grand
it.
Theft Auto 3 is $5.
I remember when these games were coming to iOS, I was like, God, fuck.
At the time, it was rare for a video game to use such high-profile actors, and Grand Theft Auto 3 is considered a pioneer in doing so. The next game, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, featured more film actors, including Ray Liotta as the main player. Although the following title, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, also featured many notable film actors such as Samuel L. Jackson, Peter Fonda, and James Woods, it had been decided that the use of such actors should be reduced, particularly for leading roles. As a result, many of the prominent roles in San Andreas were voiced by lower-profile actors or rappers. Do you remember the controversy that people were convinced that the character that voiced Franklin in 5 was the same person that voiced CJ in San Andreas?
Yeah,
Like, everyone was like dead set on it.
ironic.
And it's like, no, here's each person's IMDb page. Like, it's not the same fucking person.
Controversies.
Speaking of,
According to the Guinness World Records 2008 and 2009 Gamer Edition,
That Gamer Edition, bro, brought to you by Mountain Dew and Doritos.
and Tony PlayStation.
it is the most controversial video game series in history, with over 4,000 articles published about it, which include accusations of glamorizing violence, corrupting gamers, and connection to real-life crimes. The game was controversial from the very first incarnation of the series. Grand Theft Auto was condemned in Britain, Germany, and France due to its extreme violence, and Brazil banned it outright. Publicist Max Clifford planted sensational stories in tabloids in order to help sell the first game.
It blows my mind because there was so much more flack for this than there ever was of that scene in Modern Warfare 2 when you shoot up an entire airport.
Yeah, well, the No Russian mission in Modern Warfare 2 gained a lot of traction.
It did,
but not
like,
nearly compared
Like,
to
that game didn't get banned in Britain, Germany, and France. Like,
Do you remember? I mean, like, there's a controversy, like a major controversy for like almost every Grand Theft Auto game. Like, San Andreas had the hot coffee mod.
Yeah.
Yeah,
where-
where you just how you want to come in for coffee?
Yeah,
and-
so people that don't know, the hot coffee mod was originally part of the game, but it was in the code. So like the PC players went in and like extracted it and put it a part of the actual game. But it's basically like when you start dating a girl, you can eventually fuck her, and there's like a mini game of like having sex.
Yeah, like you'd tap to switch positions or like to pump faster.
It's
or-
just funny because they're like fully clothed.
Yeah.
Except, like CJ is clothed, but the woman isn't. And it's the weirdest fucking thing ever.
That's hilarious.
4 had it was just like they're really pumping on the violence because it was like super realistic, and then 5 had the torture scene. Everyone was up in arms.
Oh
about
yeah.
that.
Do you remember? This isn't really controversy, but I wanted to mention it. Do you remember the fucking whack ass like 2-player mode in San Andreas?
Oh my god.
I got
never
so
tried it, but
excited.
I've seen. Yeah.
And like, because I mentioned that I skipped a class of school to like go pick that game up at the mall.
Yeah.
And like we went back to school, which like we had to because we lived at home, and otherwise we'd have just went to like where I was living and played it. But we went back to school, my photo teacher was so lax or whatever about us like doing whatever that I just walked in and I was like, yeah, we had to run to the mall and get this game real quick, and he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so we got out of school, we ran over, we either went to his house or my house. I think we went to his house, and we were like, oh, because we were looking at the back of it when we got it, and I was like, dude, it says there's 2 players, and we're like, what? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, how does this
So that
work?
was like the first thing you tried.
And we start the game, and you can only do it after like at a certain point, and it's stupid because you're all on the same screen. You're both on the same screen, so you're trying to run around.
Yeah.
And I mean, once you guys both get in the car, it kind of picks up because one person can lean out and shoot, and you can drive.
I
but,
remember
like,
that.
There's nothing else that
So like
is brought to
that's
the
the
table.
only benefit, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. The controversy flared up again with Grand Theft Auto 3 since the 3D graphics made the violence more realistic and players could pay for the services of prostitutes to restore their health. Was that a real thing?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It really was? Because
really
I
was.
don't remember that ever being a real thing. And if they wished, kill them to get their money back.
Yep.
Yeah, that is a real thing.
I remember did 4 didn't have first person, right? It was just 5 that had the
It was
first person.
5, yeah. 5 was
So
the one.
you could do that, and then you could like go into first person
And
mode
watch
while
it, yeah. There was also criticism from the focus on illegal activities in comparison with the traditional heroic roles that other games offer. The main character can commit a wide variety of crimes and violent acts while dealing with only contemporary consequences, including killing of policemen and military personnel.
The 6th game in the series, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, also came under criticism. One mission in particular, in which the player must instigate a gang war between the Haitian and Cuban gangs, has been controversial. Haitian and Cuban anti-defamation groups criticized the game. John Robert Lafortune, I'm assuming, of the Haitian American Grassroots Coalition is quoted as saying that the game shouldn't be designed to destroy human life. It shouldn't be designed to destroy an ethnic group. For this and similar scenarios, including lines in the game's script such as "kill the Haitian dickheads," you know, like the normal
As
kind
you
of
do.
things you shout out.
As is tradition.
Yeah, as is tradition. And said by character Diaz during an altercation between the player and the Haitian gang. After the threat of lawsuit by the Haitian American Grassroots Coalition, Rockstar removed the word Haitians from this phrase in the game's subtitles.
I got that fucking guy's voice in my head right now. Dickhead!
Like, I like how their solution was, we'll just take it out of the subtitle. Is that good? Does that
fixes it, right?
Is that a good enough
Do you
salve?
remember the scene in Grand Theft Auto 5
God damn it.
when you fucking what is it? You go into the original like gang area of San Andreas to like buy the drugs, and they try and fake you out. You get like, this giant shootout, like getting out of what
Fucking
is it?
awesome.
Yeah, I remember.
Grove City, What
Grove
is it?
Street.
Grove Street, yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Oh shit! Like the callbacks that they had in some of these games. One of the controversies involved with this game was Mothers Against Drunk Driving, or MADD's criticism of the ability to drink and drive as a new feature for ages 17 and up to AO for adults only, because they felt it was very inappropriate for children, even at the age of 17, to experience drunk driving in such a manner. In the final game, drunk driving is a playable event, but it is a crime that automatically generates a wanted rating, and main playable character Nico Bellic loudly and drunkenly proclaims that it's a bad idea and that he should know better.
It's fucking impossible to drive a car drunk in that game. So
It really is,
the
yeah.
criticisms that are against that are not founded at all, in my opinion. But
Idiots.
Idiot.
A segment in the latest installment, GTA 5, caused controversy for scenes containing player-initiated torture. The mission By the Book features graphic depictions of kneecapping, electrocution, dental extraction, and waterboarding, and the player is required to perform the acts in order to progress in the game. UK-based charity Freedom and Torture publicly condemned the use of torture scenes in Grand Theft Auto 5. The organization, who works to rehabilitate survivors of torture, joined other human rights charities who were outraged at a torture scene in the game in which the players have to pull teeth and electrocute an unarmed man in order to extract information. The charity's CEO, Keith Best, stated Rockstar North has crossed a line by effectively forcing people to take on the role of a torturer and perform a series of unspeakable acts if they want to achieve success in the game.
And it just, I don't get it, because countless movies out there,
Yeah.
like Hostel, Reservoir Dogs, which
Well, it's the fact that it's
inspired that scene.
Yeah.
And
It's the fact that it's interactive that people got up in arms
yeah,
about.
but like, where were they when these movies came out?
Yeah, because I mean...
It's definitely selective outrage, just like anything else is today.
I personally just thought it was a shitty mission. I didn't like that mission at all. I just thought I was like, this is too much. I'm like, let me go back to, like, I play Grand Theft Auto for, like, you know,
Running people over.
and shooting people.
I like that part though,
Shooting
where
innocent bystanders.
where before you find that guy, I think it is, where you're playing as Michael, and you're waiting for them to describe the guy that you have to shoot at the party.
I love that mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that mission's really fucking cool.
Or when you decimate the tennis coach's house, like,
Yeah.
that was the coolest mission I'd ever
Yeah.
seen in that game.
The game has also been accused of sexism. The Los Angeles Times, yeah, no shit. The Los Angeles Times considered the game's satirical portrayals of women uncreative, and added that the violence and sexist themes hurt the game experience. Get the fuck over yourself, will
This
you?
is why I hate video games. It pertains to the male fantasy.
Yeah, no shit. It must have been that fucking woman that wrote that.
Yeah.
Edge noted that while every female in the game exists solely to be sneered, leered, or laughed at, everyone is like that. It's not just women, it's men too.
Yeah, they have a bunch of male characters that are...
Like the
just
yoga
same.
instructor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's a fucking joke.
Yeah, I'm sorry, he's not a woman.
Yeah.
So I don't
He
read
might
your
as well
point.
be, but...
It treats all its male-led characters in a similar vein through their stereotype tendencies towards violence. Sam Houser, Rockstar's co-founder, felt that the development team sometimes overlooked their portrayal of women in Grand Theft Auto games, but the weight towards male characters fit with the story that we wanted to tell.
Like, I just want them to go back and look at Grand Theft Auto 3, where you had Catalina, who was, like, the most badass character.
Right?
Just fucking shit up. And, like, she shoots you in the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
You have to
Not
go
only
back and
that,
get her.
Grand Theft Auto Vice City had that super strong Haitian woman that you took
Yeah.
quests from.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of any from San Andreas because it's not the good game. But from 4, there's that...
Eat a bag of dicks.
from 4,
It's
there's
gone
that...
from 2 dicks to a bag.
The Irish chick from 4?
There's the Irish chick, and then there's also the Irish family.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. So good. But then there's that one lady that you take missions from. The, like, bigger black lady.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm that always fucking fights
knows
with-
about Playboy and...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
always fucking fighting with the Rastafarian guys.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
bumba clock, blah, blah, blah.
Oh
You know?
my god, what was his name? Jacob!
Jacob, yeah.
Dude, my favorite thing to do in that
Strong
game...
women have always been a fucking part of these games.
My favorite thing to do in that game was go and get drunk with Jacob, because, like, as if he wasn't, like, cohesive enough when he
Yeah.
talked. Like, when you got him drunk, he was bumba clock.
Bumba clock, yeah. I fucking love that game, dude.
The release of Grand Theft Auto 3 is treated as a major event in the history of video games, much like the release of Doom nearly a decade earlier. During interviews to mark the 10th anniversary of the release of Grand Theft Auto 3, the producer of the Street Fighter series, Yoshinori Ono, said it would be no exaggeration to say that Grand Theft Auto 3 changed the industry, and we can basically separate the time before and after its emergence as distinct eras.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Is
totally.
he related to Cassius? Oh no.
Oh, no.
That would be actually so funny.
no.
Okay, and totally off topic, but on the topic of that, fucking Kofi, dude.
Yeah.
He fucking did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kofi gets a title match at Fastlane.
No shit.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for
so
him.
fucking cool.
Which means he's not going to win it, but whatever.
Yeah, it's fast.
Yeah, they gave him something.
Okay. In the same article, Bethesda Studios director Todd Howard
My
said,
boy.
"The mark of a truly great game is how many people try to recapture or emulate it and fail. There's a long line behind this one." End quote.
I mean, there really is. There's
Yeah.
video games before. There's video
Well, I
games
mean, and
after,
we've even
like-
talked about a few of them earlier, just all the different copycats or attempted copycats.
When you have literally one of the fucking goats of the gaming industry, Yoshinori Ono, saying that this game is fucking rad, you know you've made it.
Yeah.
I saw a meme the other day where it was just a clip of somebody playing Apex Legends, and they went into the portal as Wraith, and then the screen went black, and then the intro to Skyrim came up, and I was like, God damn it!
Oh, you're awake.
Saw you trying to cross the border. Subsequent games that follow this formula of driving and shooting have been called Grand Theft Auto clones. Some reviewers even extended this label to the Driver series, even though this series began years before the release of Grand Theft Auto 3. Which, if you haven't played any of the Driver games,
They're good. They're great.
Fucking missing out on that shit.
Driver's fucking dope.
Grand Theft Auto clones are a type of 3D action adventure game where players are given the ability to drive any vehicle or fire any weapon as they explore an open world. These games often incorporate violent and criminal themes. Notable games that are comparable to Grand Theft Auto are Saints Row, Scarface: The World Is Yours, trash, True Crime: Streets of LA,
Which was dope.
Watch Dogs, Sleeping Dogs, Just Cause, Mafia, and The Godfather.
Well, and I mean, even on top of the full games, that attempt to emulate that style, there are, like, I can't think of too many games that involve any type of vehicle, whether it be horse or motorized vehicle, that don't at least have sections where you're doing the same thing. Like, even if it's just
Scared the fuck out of myself.
even if it's just small sections or you know, particular missions or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, this style has been translated to just about every game that exists that can be a part of.
Because it works.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah. And so that's a huge thing.
Yeah, whenever you're playing any of those games that Nick just listed off, every one of them tries so hard to be Grand Theft Auto, and there's always something missing. Like, you're playing those games and you're like, oh, it's like GTA, and then, like, you can't help but compare them.
Yeah,
because they're like identical.
Yeah.
But, like, there's always something missing that always, and you're like, you just know when you're playing a Rockstar game.
Yeah,
just because that level of quality is always there.
The one thing that I liked, though, about these so-called clones is, I think it was Saints Row 4 Reelected, where you had, like, superpowers and you were like a superhero. That game was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Saints Row the Third. I'll never forget the dildo bat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And you know, I mean, just something to end on. These games, love them or hate them, they're gonna be around forever because they fucking make money. They're fun as fuck. They're lovingly crafted, regardless of, you know, controversy and the amount of hours that it takes for people to make these games. And love them or hate them, they're going to be around forever because they fucking make serious money.
Side note, there was the last time I played Saints Row 4, there was a additional add-on for a voice. It was Nolan North.
No,
Oh, wow.
really?
Yeah.
Holy
You could
shit.
have him voice your main character, and
Dang.
it was awesome. Because
Oh,
I was I was creating my guy, and I just made him like this fucking machismo, like, like swole as the goal type dude.
Yeah.
And then I was like looking through the voices, and you had like the British voice from like the older Saints Row.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Nolan North?
No.
And I chose him, and it was fucking awesome.
That's crazy.
That's rad.
So that concludes our take on the Grand Theft Auto franchise. Whether you think Cole is wrong, which he is, and I'm right, which I am, you know, you're going to enjoy these games. The games are an institution, and we want to thank you for
You
listening.
guys are both wrong. It was
Hey,
3.
Tony, come kick this guy's ass, will ya?
You guys are both wrong. It was 3.
Fuck you. As always, you can follow us on social media.
On Facebook at the Nerd Corporation, a podcast.
On Twitter and Instagram at Nerdcore Podcast.
Or you can email us at nerdcourtpodcast@gmail.com.
And if you want to ride with us from San Andreas to Liberty City, subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/nerdcorppodcast. Several tiers of loot to have access to, from stickers and shirts to secret episodes and bonus content. So for the Nerd Corporation, my name is Eddie Lyon.
I'm Cole Simper.
Derek Reese.
And I'm Nick Lewis.
Peace out. I don't even want to try to do something crazy.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
PlayStation over here.
Tony.